Hey guys! So, since I'm currently babysitting, I thought I'd do the vlog now. So let's get started. I'm just going to talk about international flights, sort of like how I prepare for it, what I do, what I take with me, basic tips. I think it could fit sort of, flights in general, but it will be more specific to international simply because that's what I do. So I have a list here. I'm a dork. I wrote everything out. The first thing, buying tickets. So a lot of people ask how far in advance you have to buy tickets, stuff like that. And personally, I've noticed that I used to think I had to buy them early because they would be cheapest, as far away as possible from the date. But I noticed that it's not the case always. Sometimes I'll buy them closer and it's just as expensive or just as cheap. I don't think it really matters, honestly. I wouldn't say buy it like 10 days before, but if it's a month opposed to 5 months, I think it's okay. When I go to buy tickets, I usually first start out through Orbitz.com. Orbitz is not an airline. It's simply a website that shows you other airlines' cheapest tickets for your flight. So I'll go in and I'll type, JFK to Manchester, October 3rd to October 7th, and search. And it will show me Virgin Atlantic's prices for that flight. It will show me American Airlines, United Airlines, British Airways. It will show me like all of theirs. That's why I go there, because it gives me everything. And it'll show me the cheapest ones. Non-stop, you can click one stop, whatever you want. And I like that sometimes it doesn't show the most, even though it says it will. So then I'll actually just go to Virgin Atlantic or British Airways. I find that those are my favorites out of all of them. And although when I go through Orbitz, I usually end up flying American Airlines, which has always been good for me. And the number one tip I would say, which is probably what you've heard me say or anybody say, is that you should delete your cookies when you're searching. Whether you're on your phone or the computer, you just go to your settings and delete your cookies, because when you don't delete them, for some reason, I don't know how it works, but the airlines can see what you've searched, so they purposely up the price because they know that's what you're looking for, so they know you're going to keep looking for and try to get the cheaper prices. So they simply just keep upping it, even if it's not that expensive. They'll just show you the most expensive one. So just keep deleting your history, your cookies, and I think you'll be good. I'm out of breath. I talk way too fast. I need my asthma medicine. Just kidding. Okay, so my essentials when I go. I pack, and this might sound obvious, but I'm just throwing it out there because, some things slip your mind. When I go, I always pack my wallet, obviously. I have my wallet in my, okay, I'll start with this. I bring a big suitcase, which I check in with the airport. Then you can bring 2 carry-ons. You can bring one for the overhead, like above your seat, and then you can have your purse or your backpack. So you can have that with you, which goes under the seat. So I bring my big suitcase, which I check in with the airport, and then I bring in my carry-on, which is on top, and then I bring in my purse. In my purse, in a huge plastic bag, I'll carry my wallet, my ID, my passport, my boarding passes, my itinerary, which you can all print online, your itinerary and your boarding passes. And then inside that baggie, I have a small baggie where I put my envelope of the pounds I'm taking to England. Simply because I find it's cheaper if I exchange the money here, and if I have it in cash, in pounds, that means that they're not charging me anything if I go to the ATM in England. So I keep my pounds in an envelope, in a plastic baggie, in a big baggie where I have all that other important stuff. And I have that in my purse so that the most essential things are always with me. And then also in that purse, I have my adapter, which you always need if you're going international. You need that adapter. And then just don't forget to check in the night before your flight. Check in so that you can be set up for your plane. You just have to check in, and then you can print your boarding passes the night before, or you can print them at the plane, at the airline. But I find it's so much easier if you check in earlier, because then you're not worried about timing. You have more time on your hands if you've already done it. So check in the night before. Going back to the suitcase, your big suitcase that you're checking, you have to check on the airlines how much that has to weigh, because if it weighs too much, I might have to do this in 2 videos. Okay, I'm going to do this in 2 videos. Part 2 will come up next, just because I know Tumblr only, fuck. Okay, screw it. I'll just tell Ross to upload this to YouTube, because they only allow 5 minutes a day anyway, so screw it. The next thing I do is, where was I? Where was I, guys? Talk to me through my phone. Oh, right, the suitcase. So your big suitcase that you're checking in with the airline, they usually tell you it can only be a certain amount of pounds. And if it's not, if it's any more, then you have to pay extra. So for me, I think it's usually around, I think 60 pounds. But again, check on your airline's website. They'll tell you how much it is. And because you don't want to have to pay. It's already free. So that's for the big one. For the carry-on, the one that goes above my head when I'm in my seat, that has to usually be a certain width because it has to fit in that thing. So just make sure it's not too fat. And then, yeah, so you don't have to pay extra. Bring my purse, right. And then you can bring also another big suitcase. You just have to pay extra for the second one. I think it's usually $60 they charge you. Okay, this is really important. You can't have bottles in your purse. So bottles meaning like nail polish, perfume, any sort of liquid, lotion, hairspray. Nothing can be more than 3 ounces. I'm 100% sure, 99.99% sure it's 3 ounces. So what I would say with that is, what I usually do is if I'm bringing like a big hairspray, if I know I'm going away for a long time, I'll put that in my bigger suitcase because they allow those over 3 ounces in your bigger suitcase, the one that you're checking. And then if you want to put anything in your carry-ons, make sure it's under 3 ounces and also put those bottles into plastic bags. So for me, I know I'd have a little hairspray, a little 3-ounce hairspray because I'd want to fix my hair at the airport. So that and like my nail polish and any kind of hand lotion would all go into plastic baggies because they're going to ask you to do that when you go into the security anyway. So just do it beforehand. Put all those into plastic baggies into your purse. Because yeah, if you don't, they're going to end up making you do it anyway. So just try to do it ahead of time. It's just so that they can see your bottles clearly. So any sort of makeup, any eye drops that I bring, and my medicine, I all put it into plastic bags. So just don't forget that. And again, anything more you can just put into your big carry-on, into your big suitcase that you're checking in. And then specifically for international, what you have to do is if you're going to use your phone in that other place, sorry, my hair has not been washed for like days. It's looking like such shit right now. Hi Ross, because I'm going to make you edit this. Love you. Not edit it, just upload it, whatever. Turn off all, okay, so for my phone, since I tend to use it, you want to have it, you know, for I don't know what I'm saying. You want to have it in case of emergency, right? So what you have to do is call up your phone company. So I'll call up Verizon and I'll have them set up international calling for me. And then, most important, you shut off all your data. It's a setting that your company will tell you about when you call for international, when you set up your international, but turn off that data. Because if you don't turn off that data, you get charged so much. If you use your phone outside of Wi-Fi when you're in an international place, if you check your Facebook for a second, if you upload a picture for a second, you get charged. And essentially, I checked my Facebook probably twice. Maybe, I don't know how I did it off Wi-Fi, but I guess I did. And I got charged about $600. I'm probably exaggerating. It was probably a bit more that I used my phone. But yeah, $600. The money comes up really fast. I think it's like 20 cents or $20 per gig or something like that you use. So just turn off all your data so none of your data is being used. Shut off all of it. Again, ask your phone company when you set up international about this, and they'll tell you everything because it's essential so that you don't waste your money and so that you don't pay more. And again, try to only use your phone on Wi-Fi. Only use your phone on Wi-Fi because they don't charge you for that. Yeah. That's the other big one. And the last one, I think I covered every point, but the last one is simply for people who plan to marry. Save all your boarding passes, save all your tickets, save all your itineraries, save everything because it's all proof. Anything that says your name and says that you're going to travel to where your significant other lives, save all that because that's something that's really essential in what they look at. I don't think it's used as one of the proofs necessarily, but they do take it. So just save all of that. And yeah, I think I covered everything. Sorry if I didn't. Sorry if I spoke too fast. I'm just trying to get this out really quickly. Yeah. Thanks, guys. If there's anything else you want me to do like this, where I like videotape it and stuff, just tell me. Or not. Whatever you want. I'm such a loser. Okay. Have fun, guys. Bye.